Hey, what's up, y'all? This is episode 4 of Behind the Barber podcast. As always, I'm your host, Josue, joined by my co-host, Adrian.
What's up, y'all?
Yo, thank you for coming, bro. And back by special request, we got Joseph here again.
What up, world?
What's going on, man? So what's going on, Adrian?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. You know, back in the studio, recording another episode for the fans.
Yeah, man.
What's up with you, Joey? Sway, what's going on?
Nothing, man. Just want to let the people know today is August the 7th?
Today is August 7th,
Yeah.
2017.
I think
Yeah.
for a full 24 hours this time.
Yeah.
Not like last year, they cut us out 2 hours,
Nah,
man.
dude, yeah.
What's with that quarter day?
They
I don't
shortchanged this, man. Yeah, but if y'all remember, I think on episode 1, I said I was going to school on August the 8th. So everything still worked out. So luckily, I'm still going to be going to school tomorrow. But actually today, man, I had my orientation, bro.
Whoa, orientation today?
Yeah.
Orientation day? Nice, man. What was that like?
It was good, man. It was good. The class, I want to say it was about 22 or 24 people.
It's a solid number.
Yeah, man, it was a good amount too. And we got to meet the owners. There are 2 owners that started up the company. And yeah, they're pretty cool, man. They're super funny cats.
Yeah?
I was there for a good solid 4 hours. But yeah, they made it enjoyable.
It was just a half day orientation, or is that the full orientation?
Nah, just a half day orientation.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
just kind of like an intro to give us our uniform, our books, and let us know how it's gonna go, how to clock in, and everything.
Oh, you have to clock in?
Yeah, dude, it's just like a regular job, and they got it pretty cool, man. They got it. It's a weird little device that kind of reads your hand.
Fingerprint?
No,
Or-
it's weird. Like apparently you kind of put it in this little device, and somehow it reads the veins on the top of your hand.
What?
Yeah, man, I'm
What?
not lying, dude. Yeah.
That way nobody could clock in for you and
Yeah.
put in the hours?
Yeah, and they said it's the same thing as a fingerprint, because I didn't know this, but apparently like your veins are also unique to you,
Damn.
and they're easier to read because it's bigger, you know.
Shout
Than,
out.
Yeah, so shout out to my veins.
I think we could still find a way around it. Get some sauce.
Yeah,
I definitely have a fingerprint of all y'all's veins.
yeah, man. So, but yeah, on episode 3, I think I was still working, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So just so the people know, man, I'm officially unemployed at the moment.
Officially retired.
Yeah, so I finally left the corporate world, man. I've been unemployed for a good 2 weeks now. So I'm starting school tomorrow. I'm just looking for a part-time job to do on the side.
How many ramen noodles have you eaten?
Ah, man, I've been going deep on them, dude.
Yeah?
So now that I'm unemployed, dude, I'm really been starting to kind of budget out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be different, man. These next 11 months, I'm gonna be on a crazy budget.
How are you gonna do it, man? You already have a game plan?
Yeah, man. I already got a game plan as far as like how much money I need every month, and just really as long as I don't go eat out or go to concerts or anything like that, I mean, I should be all right.
Boring.
You know, I saw this trending tweet on Twitter that said, like, what's the brokest you've ever been?
Yeah.
And one of the people there, they said that they emptied out the guts of their Hot Pocket onto ramen noodles and made spaghetti and used the crust as garlic bread. And I was like, I don't know if that's broke or like enlightened or something.
That's
but
genius.
Yeah,
That's
we
so
should try that
creative.
out though.
Dude,
It
that's
sounded
creative.
good.
I haven't gotten to that point yet.
No.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to that
That
point.
just blew my mind, like no joke.
Dude, I was like, yeah, he should win the Nobel Peace Prize.
Dang,
Like,
dude, yeah.
That's impressive, dude.
I think so.
Dude, that's super impressive. I haven't gotten there yet, but like for real, I'm cutting out like eating out and not going out. And stuff.
And sorry to like hate on you. That seems wasteful because he used 2 meals in one when he could have had 2 separate meals.
But it's like gourmet, like broke meal. Maybe that's like all the food he had for a week,
True.
and he had to like really get those carbs up.
Dang.
Maybe. I still feel he could have used them in 2 separred meals.
But do you really get full off one Hot Pocket?
Yeah, you really don't.
you
Man.
don't. But if
No.
you're broke,
Like you bite it, lava, and then ice, then lava, then more ice.
I'm impressed. I won't lie, but I feel like
Yeah.
he should have spread it out. Just 2 meals, man. Come on. It's just simple math.
Whoever did that at him, at
Yeah.
Adrian Gonzalez.
I want to hear some complaints. We have some words. We're definitely gonna have some words. Trust me.
You gotta ration that out.
Yeah.
Spread it out.
But we'll agree to disagree.
He wasn't loved as a child, so he don't know. He don't know.
This is accurate.
And And that's what he was a single child.
Yeah. I was raised by penguins in the North Pole. Northern poles of the south side of San Antonio.
So that's how you do the worm pretty good?
Yes, that's exactly what. And that's why I walk funny.
Man. So, like, there at your school, is there kind of like a lunchroom? Or do you guys have to go out every day, like,
Dude,
for lunch break or something?
That's my only complaint on the school.
Really?
They don't have like an official break room or a lunchroom.
Wow.
I have an official cafeteria lady.
Nah, they don't. Yeah, dude. So I live a good 10, 15 minutes away from it. So I technically can go during my hour to go home and have.
Oh, you get an
30
hour
minutes.
lunch?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I technically can go home and just be at home for an hour, for 30 minutes and make something real quick or just eat something at home.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a microwave?
They don't even have that.
Dang.
Yeah, so like, dude, actually, the school's real nice. Like, the setup's real nice. The chairs, the barbershop environment's awesome, but man, I don't know what's up, man. They need to like book another room, man, because all the students have to go home or just wait in their car. Because most of them are on a budget, so they don't want to be eating out, you know.
Well, I think most of these institutions, they want people to be involved.
Yeah.
So maybe that's something that you can start up, like bring a break room to this college or whatever, and have your face plastered on all the posters. You know, vote for me.
Yeah, dude. Maybe I could like talk them into it, man. But it probably won't happen during my year there.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, once you start actually cutting hair and people start tipping you good though, then you can maybe afford to have a lunch like once a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
man.
little-
Yeah, that's what I heard, dude. Because when you think about it, like depending on how busy it gets. I mean, as a student, I know most barbers can do a haircut in about 30 minutes, but as a student, I imagine it's gonna take us an hour. Like I know,
man, you missed that back to school because they usually have a back to school thing and they get packed at that school. I know.
Oh, yeah.
Because they announce it everywhere. And
yeah,
that's
dude,
when you
it's
get a lot of
crazy
tips.
packed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I missed out on that, but yeah, I think if it's busy and then as a student, if you're knocking out one haircut every 45 minutes to an hour, that's a good. If you're there 7 hours, I mean that's times 7, whatever you get.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure I could get enough money to go eat out or something.
Yeah.
Do you get a percentage from what the customer pays?
No,
Or
you actually
get straight tips, right?
No, you're not entitled to anything at all. Like the school charges, I believe $7 for a haircut.
Yeah.
So that all goes to the school. So I mean,
It's just tips then.
yeah,
Okay,
it's just
cool.
tips. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna depend on that at all. I'm just really going to be working to get a supplemental income. But if they tip, man, that's awesome, dude. But yeah, they let us know. I mean, people that go there, they go there for a reason. They don't have enough money to go to a regular barbershop. So a lot of people there don't tip. Some people do, but from what I hear, it's like $2-3 or so. So I'm not gonna depend on it. But at the same time, I mean, it could buy me lunch a day. So
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, if you have a busy like morning, then that's like enough to buy like a lunch. I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Like just once in a week. That's what I'm saying. Not like every day.
Yeah,
At least something off the dollar menu.
yeah, definitely not gonna be balling out though like before, man.
Yeah.
No more
for real.
Papados. No
Man.
more Perry's.
Yeah, man.
Order the shrimp and the steak.
Yeah, but dude, you never know, man. Maybe now this will be the way I lose weight finally, dude.
Man, that in boxing.
Yeah, that. Nah, I don't do boxing no more, dude. So
No.
What I heard.
been hearing some things.
Yeah. It's funny, that is what I heard.
That was the old me, dude.
Yeah, man. That sounds really interesting though. So
Yeah, at the college I guess trade school that I went to,
Yeah.
they had the wackest break room ever.
Wow.
Yeah, and like everybody like
closet or what?
pretty much, dude. Yeah,
It
like
is-
you see the grandiose size of our studio here.
Wow.
It was probably like half of this, and people use that room to like go out and smoke, but they would always leave the door open because it would lock from the outside, and then so they would always prop it up with the chair or something. So everybody would be smoking, and what was funny is there was a bunch of pharmacy techs. I was like, y'all should know this is probably bad for you.
Yeah.
But I mean, anyways, yeah, and they just had like vending machines, just like Cheez-Its and Doritos and all that.
yeah, most schools like trade schools or little schools like that, they don't really have a lot to offer
No.
as far as like cafeteria wise or break room wise. It's
Yeah,
just
dude.
And then everybody's there at the same time too. You gotta
Yeah.
fight for a seat or whatever.
Yeah, and actually, you know what? Actually, I kind of not take it back, but it's really like the previous students' fault. Because they said they actually would let you eat it in the classroom, even though they didn't have like a designated break room or whatever. They used to let people eat in the classroom, which is really big, and they have tables and all that. But apparently, like a bunch of students would think they're at home with their mom and just leave their trash there. So now they made a rule that there's no food allowed. So it kind of sucks.
Yeah. They kind of ruined it for the future classes.
Yeah.
That sucks. But oh well.
Yeah,
Hey, you'll be all right, man. You'll be good. Just pack that lunch.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start cooking again, man.
Start grilling it up.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, man, it's kind of I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting, dude, because the way when we met the owner, he was telling us like all the rules and stuff, and he was being like, he's a funny guy, but he was being like real firm on some things too, because apparently like a lot of people get kicked out. Like, I don't know if it's because people that get attracted to the industry, they're not like, I don't know if they've never worked a professional job before, but apparently people get kicked out for like ridiculous things, man.
Like any that you could say now, or
Yeah, can you mention any
some of them I
examples?
can, but some of them I heard off another barber podcast about barbers going into work drunk,
oh, nice.
which is pretty crazy, right? And then this guy made the point. He's all, it's happened before. Don't let it happen again, because I will expel you from this class. Don't bring alcohol here, or don't come in drunk, because it's happened before, and people come in all drunk and they're either working super slow or they're like messing up a haircut. Or even if they can operate, like the customer can smell it on the person, because some people can operate drunk or whatever. But dude, the customer still smells it, and that just like makes the school look bad. Since it's his company, man, he definitely doesn't want to have that reputation.
So expelled is like revoked tuition, or like all the money you put up for it, like you don't get anything back.
I know it's paid like in percentages.
Oh,
like
okay.
you don't pay the whole thing up front. Like you pay kind of as you go. But yeah, that money that you paid, you're not getting it back.
You're not getting back in the course.
Yeah.
Man.
And is this like expelled for that class, like as far as that year or that?
From that college, like you can't.
Oh, from
ever
that
go back
college,
to
okay.
college.
Okay.
Like you could go to another college.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I would assume like you wouldn't be able to go back after that.
Yeah, dude, but the owner, man, he went off on like a rant. Like he made it real clear. Like, so apparently it's been an issue a lot at the school with like people sagging, people using profanity, like sexual harassment. Like we had two girls in our class is about 24 people. So yeah, I mean, he made it real clear to the guys, but I already kind of saw it in the guys already, like they're gonna start.
Yeah.
Like poor girls, man, they're like checking them out pretty bad in the school. Like they've never seen a girl before.
They're like sharks.
So yeah, these poor two girls are in there with a bunch of men. Like, so it's.
Yeah, I've been to that college, and yeah, there's not a lot of females there.
Yeah, man.
Like in general, as far as barbering goes, so
it's predominantly males.
It is what it is, you know.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing that I was never too clear on, because in high school they offered a cosmetology course, right? And then so from my understanding, and I could be extremely wrong, as you say quite often. I could be completely wrong.
Completely wrong.
Right.
Or completely right.
But cosmetology is more towards like, I don't know, like nails and stuff, right? And like
I honestly don't know, but I do know it's more focused towards women's hair.
Okay.
I could be completely wrong though.
I think.
Does anybody have Google?
I think cosmetology is more like women hair, like nails.
Oh.
Stuff
But they
like that.
do, from what I understand, if you go to a cosmetology class, they do like teach you how to cut men's hair.
Okay.
But from what I understand, they don't focus too much on the very like precision cuts, like a bald fade. Like they more do like shear over comb stuff, where it's like longer hair.
Yeah. So barbering, in a sense, is like a specialized
It's
trade.
it's specialized more towards men. Yeah, or unless it's like women getting kind of like real short hair.
Yeah.
Then because I have seen the women go into the barber shop.
Yeah.
For like designs or fades with like really long hair on top. So.
Yeah, I think those are like men and women. I don't know.
Yeah. I remember the people taking that class in high school said that it was like 3 hours long.
Oh,
But
wow.
at the end of the schooling, they got certified in something.
Yeah.
I don't know what certifications is required. But I was like, man, that sounds like a great deal. Like, I always wish I went to a high school that offered a trade program in high school that you don't have to pay for it in college.
You didn't
Like,
you didn't have it?
no, like whenever I moved to San Antonio, in Fort Worth, I had the hopes of going to auto tech, just like working on cars and everything.
Right.
But you had to be a junior and senior to get in that program. And I was still a sophomore. And we moved my sophomore year. And so I assumed that every school in Texas has a program similar to that.
Yeah.
And they told me at the school that I went to that they had done away with it like 4 years previous to when I got there.
Wow.
And I was like, "Are you serious?" And it was the lack of people actually signing up that ended the program.
Wow.
That's pretty whack.
Yeah.
We had it at our school.
Oh,
We had
for
all
real?
those classes.
Yeah.
And well, I went to a small town school too.
Yeah.
It was very small vibes. So.
One horse town. Or
Yeah, pretty much. Everybody knew that same horse.
Yeah. Dude, but now that you bring that up, man, I actually remember because I reached out to one of my friends that she's like a hairdresser or whatever in Dallas.
Is she single?
Yeah, she's single. Yeah.
Shout out.
I'll send you her handle in a bit.
All right,
Yeah.
thanks.
But yeah, I reached out to her like just asking her about scholarships. Like, hey, I know you're a hairdresser. By chance, do you know of any scholarships that cover like cosmetology or barbering? And she said no. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. But then she went on to tell me, she's like,
No. Don't matter.
leave me alone, guy. Nah, but then she went on to tell me, she's like, no, actually, I actually took cosmetology in school, and I took it for like 2 or 3 years or so on. And then after that, all I had to do after school was just take some tests or whatever. I guess like a board exam or I don't know what it's called. But yeah, she didn't have to pay for school, man.
Because you did it in high school?
Yeah, dude, and I really regret that because I know the school I went to, they did have that program.
Mm-hmm.
But I always thought of it as like a female thing. Like I didn't know guys took that. And
Yeah.
now I kind of regret it because...
For the record, there was
Yeah.
nothing but girls in that class.
Yeah.
And they just focused on like mainly like women hair.
Yeah, but I mean, I kind of regret it. If I could go back, I would do it again.
Yeah.
Because a lot of stuff still applies, like the shear work, still cutting of the hair. And dude, a lot of guys are getting into like coloring the top of the hair,
Oh, yeah.
or even if you're not into color, like some guys that are, getting gray hairs, they color their hair, black, which
Yeah.
is pretty common.
Yeah.
That could be a service I could have offered.
Like mustaches, like Vicente
Yeah.
Fernandez.
Yeah,
It's all
yeah, the jet
pitch
black,
black,
right?
How dare you?
No, I'm saying it looks great.
No, how dare
Yeah.
you? No, man.
Yeah, man. So
Natural.
if I could do it all over again, I would do that.
I think traditionally, like trade-wise, everybody's trying to get out of them. And then so, like, I think that's why that's sadly closing a lot of these programs
Yeah.
that have been offered for years in high schools or whatever. And in the long run, it really saves us a lot of money if we were to take advantage of those schools.
Yeah, definitely. And another like advantage that I kind of thought about that could have worked out because that's like longer hair, and like even women that have shorter hair, it's still like long compared to guys. But I really wish I would have taken that because like looking into like the history of barbering or whatever, like a lot of barbers like went broke or out of business like during like the 50s, 60s, and 70s.
Oh, wow.
From what I've heard, like during like the whole Beatles era, like when people started growing out their hair, and
Yeah.
especially in the 70s when people were all hippied out, like barbers were losing their money because they didn't want to, or they didn't want to learn, or they didn't know how to cut longer hair. So dude, if that stuff ever comes back again, I would like to get cross-trained in like cutting longer hair in case like a little hippie era hits us again. I don't want to be all
Yeah.
unemployed, man. You definitely want to like be skilled in everything.
Yeah, you want to
when
be
it comes cutting
versatile
hair.
when it
Yeah.
comes to the cuts. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
man.
Well, we know Adrian got some long, luscious locks.
Yeah.
So, you
Dreadlocks.
so you could definitely practice on cutting that longer hair.
I'm not gonna cut my dreadlocks.
Not even just
Ever.
2 inches?
Ever. Nah.
No.
I'm growing them out until they fall off. And if you see me without them, it's because they fell off.
So I could tuck them to my boots.
That's when I cut them off.
But yeah, man, it's crazy, dude. Oh man, going back to like being unemployed, dude. Like, I haven't been without a job since I was like 15, dude. Like,
Man.
ever since
Dang, I'm so
16.
sorry for you.
Yeah.
Working nonstop.
I had a great childhood.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, dude. So it's like it feels weird not having to go to work. It was nice. I got to go to Mexico to see my family for a bit, and I got to take care of a few things.
Like what?
Elaborate. Yeah, man, but it's definitely not used to it, dude.
Yeah, man. You're not used to like just being able to sleep late and stuff like that.
Yeah, for real.
But I bet you it felt good though.
Probably the biggest thing is just like not having money, dude, like before.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's like definitely it's always gonna be like the downfall, but I mean,
Yeah.
You got to relax, I'm sure, or at least take it easy.
Yeah.
A couple days here and there. That's pretty sweet.
But what happened when I went to school was like I had money, but I didn't have any social life because I was like going to school full time and then working at night, and so I was always dead tired, and like I was delivering pizza.
Yeah.
And so like I always came home with like minimum like $50 in cash, and then
nice.
and then
Oh wow, that's
yeah,
pretty good.
Yeah, but the better nights was like 100, 120. And so but I never had time to spend it.
So how many pizzas would you deliver on the reg? Like just average it out.
Man, I don't know. I got pretty busy. Like I would say 30.
Whoa.
Yeah, over like I think it was like 5-hour shifts.
That's pretty good.
Because technically, like I would come in at 5, and then we'd close at 11. So what's that? Oh, that's 6 hours, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
But then, like 11, we'd officially close. But if you called at 10:58 and ordered a pizza, they would get you your pizza. So sometimes we'd be up. I'm sure they would still get your pizza.
Oh man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you might want to check it first before you eat it. But yeah, there you'd see me. Take your pizza.
You'd be like that, like hook it up with that tip, though.
Right? Yeah. Like on Home Alone, Boston, New York. He gives them the go. He's like,
I love that movie. Shout out.
That's funny, dude. Hey man, speaking of school, dude, I'm gonna need you guys later on because later on they're gonna need, I guess.
Not cutting my locks. I already said that.
Yeah, that's true, man. Well, then you, Joey, man, we're gonna need somebody to like, for me to cut their hair. But the good thing is, like, the instructor will be there, like, for the first few times, like, guiding us throughout the whole process.
So does each kid go, or I'm not kid, but each student go individually, or like how many instructors are there? Do you get assigned a personal instructor?
That I don't know. I know there's several instructors.
They kind of just pace.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like, is it like, are you gonna be cutting in front of the class, or is it just like when you walk in, like at a normal shop, like you just go to the chair and then the instructor?
No. Like in the beginning, you're gonna be cutting inside the classroom, like away from like the kind of barbershop area.
No, but like everyone will be in the classroom as well, like watching you.
Yeah, like everyone's gonna be watching. That way they learn.
So everybody gets to critique you or see what.
Yeah, dude. So that's kind of a little nerve wracking, but
it's better. I mean,
yeah, I'll get used to it. Yeah.
I'm down to get my eyebrows shaved off. Like, I mean, it's for a good cause.
Dang.
just
It's like, what'd you do?
Well, actually, I think we're probably gonna learn that whole. I don't know what it's called, man. When you basically like
thin them out. Or
thin them
whatever?
out. Yeah.
Dude, I got freaked out, like, because my stepdad's sister came up from El Paso.
Right.
And she was like, boy, your eyebrows are bushy. And I was like, what does that even mean? And then so she sat me in the chair,
like,
right?
They don't even look like that.
She came with, like, clippers, like, to my eyes. And I was like, what is going on? Like, I've never had this happen. Like I said, I never gone to a barbershop, really.
Yeah.
And, man, but I got so many compliments. Like, it makes a world of a difference. And it's been a while.
They don't do that in, like, barbershops. They don't just go for your eyebrows.
Yeah.
No, but, like, for real, like, people were like, wow, like, you look a lot better.
Really?
Yeah, they're like, I'll actually add you on Instagram.
Dang.
I was like, man.
Dude,
I wonder what she thinks about my eyebrows. Dude,
don't let her catch me either, dude.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
crazy.
I don't know. I guess they were growing real funky.
So you're gonna learn how to do like edge ups, shape ups, all that stuff.
Yeah, dude, and like, dude, I didn't even know the whole eyebrow thing for guys was a thing. Like,
I really don't think it is, honestly.
I've been kind of, now that I like found out about that, I kind of pay more attention and like.
I've seen a lot of videos
some
like
guys
on
have their
Instagram.
eyebrows too nice. I'm like, is that natural or just then you get that fixed?
I mean, it's definitely not natural. You could tell.
Yeah.
But I've seen like a ton of videos on Instagram where guys are doing it for like a while now.
My mom goes to the mall and does this thing that's called like threaded or whatever. Like they thread it.
Some barbers are doing that too.
Oh, for it's like with a small little string. And they
barbers,
basically just like
it looks like floss, right?
Yeah, chop off your hair with like a lightsaber action.
Dude, like I said, like these barbers on Instagram always post.
Oh, they do that
either
too?
with like razors, like the straight razors, or with threading, or with like thread. I don't know what that's.
Yeah, it's like string, I guess.
Yeah, dude, it's. I guess they're just learning different crafts. I don't know.
Yeah, the one thing that looks painful though, man, is like the wax on the face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like I've seen some videos where like the client looks like it hurts him bad, but he's like holding in his tears. Yeah.
You don't want to be the only dude that cries.
Yeah, dude. So some people apparently are doing that, and I think it's for what are they called? Blackheads, right? The little
pimples.
Black cats, the fireworks.
Shut up. Yeah, dude. So people are doing that, man, and So apparently there's like a lot of like little side stuff you can do for barbering.
Yeah. Well, I think that's like, you know, you mentioned in the podcasts previous that like you want them to go out feeling like they look their best. Like whatever they're gonna do after that interview, whatever, they need to look their best. So whatever, I mean, you're not gonna like brush their teeth or nothing.
Yeah,
but
why
not? I mean, that might be your knack, you know.
Yeah, definitely, and I think like a big thing is because I heard the instructors say like about not refusing service. Apparently, that's a big problem. And he like straight up said it like, he's all right, guys. I'll be just real with y'all. Like racism still exists hardcore. Like because people have gotten expelled from school for a person of this color not wanting to cut a person of that color, and vice versa for the same situation.
Wow.
And not just that, like leaving the racism apart, like some people don't want to cut like a homosexual's hair for that, and like some people don't want to cut somebody's hair because they don't like that hair or they don't feel comfortable cutting that hair. But it's like, dude, you really have to. The way he put it pretty cool, and I heard it put that way too. Like, he's on, man, it don't matter if he's like black, white, Mexican, dude. Like, money's all green, dude. So it's, that's what you're in the business for. So you shouldn't really be worried about that. And then he brought up the other point, because some people like only like doing fades. They don't like doing shear work, long hair, nothing like that. He's on, man, you guys really got to be more versatile, like, because just not every guy you get in is gonna want to get a bald fade. And that kind of like brought up that kind of reminded me about that whole little barber Great Depression during like when everybody had their hair long, because I guess a lot of barbers didn't want to like adapt to it, and like they're just used to doing like more clean cuts.
But I really don't know why anybody would not want to, like, like you say, become more versatile. Like, it's just more customers for you.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah, I don't see why that would be a problem, but I guess it has. I guess they're not thinking that way, in other words, too. They're just thinking a different way. Yeah,
man. So I think down the line, too, man, because there's apparently, like, I think it's called a crossover course when you go from barbering to cosmetology or cosmetology to barbering. Like, you don't have to do the whole, like, year in school. Like, you just do a few months just to get that extra training.
Oh, really?
But yeah, man, I think that's something I'm going to get interested in doing cosmetology. That way, just so I can, be good at both. If, like I said, if things go back to the hippie eras where people want to have like crazy long hair, and it is coming out already, like people are doing the whole man bun thing. So when they cut their hair, like they're cutting like really long hair. So
it's true.
And doing the whole texturing, and dudes are really getting into colors.
Dude, women's hair would cost way more than dudes' haircuts. So
yeah, for real.
More cash either way.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna have my preference in doing more classic cuts, more men's cuts, but. Dude, it's a business, man. Like, I got to make a living off of this, so whatever pays, I'm definitely gonna.
Yeah, the more you know, dude.
You gotta learn all the different types and everything.
Yeah, definitely, man. That's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah, man, I can't believe that. So people just straight up walk in that college, and somebody says, "Nah, I don't want to cut his hair because he's short."
Yeah.
And then so they send him packing.
Yeah, dude. So they'll get fired because especially if you do that like to the client, like in their face, like, because dude, that looks really bad on the school, man. Like, so I know if I owned that school, like, dude, I would do the same thing. I would fire that person as soon as possible, man. Because dude, they're gonna write a horrible review online. They could like probably report you to the Board of Education, or I'm pretty sure there's big consequences for that.
Turn it like if it's a school's teaching or something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely, But dude, that's what I'm gonna have to honestly get used to, man. Because the environment is, I don't want to say unprofessional. There were some unprofessional kind of aspects to it, but it's definitely a lot more lax, which I like it. But it's not as structured. It's not like as organized as like when I went to training to learn about mutual funds or banking or something. So it's definitely a big change for me, man.
Yeah, it's definitely two different worlds. So.
Yeah, but just like anything though, man, like with work, like even in a professional company, like there's people that take their job serious, there's slackers. That's the same thing with the class. I could tell right away, like just by the first day, like some people were like sleeping in the first day of class in front of the owner. Like the owner called them out, like, if he's doing that on the first day, like, I don't know how he's gonna be.
How do you do that? You
gotta pull the power move on the first day. That way everyone knows not to be messed with.
Right. Yeah, dude. Yeah, but that guy was being firm, so he called those people out, and there was just a lot of people who were like, oh man, showing all their underwear, and like he called them out like, hey man, y'all can't be dressing like that. You're a grown man. Like that's like, and I'm like, whoa man. Yeah. Like when y'all walking out the barber shop, I don't want y'all showing y'all's underwear. Like,
y'all got to go tucked in because you said you had uniforms, right?
No, actually, the good thing is it's like a polo.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have to tuck it in.
Oh, do they still give those baseball jerseys?
Yeah.
Man, that's a sweet jersey, dude.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need
awesome.
it when you're done with it. Straight
Alright,
up.
cool, man. It's gonna have my name on it though.
I'm not mad at that.
Hope you don't mind. Just cross it out.
Yeah, I'll just unstitch it. Alrighty.
Yeah, so it's definitely gonna be a new environment, man. But there's a lot of cool people in the class, though, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's gonna be fun, man. There's a lot of funny cats in there.
That's good that the class gets along, because if not, then like nobody's gonna help you. You're not gonna help nobody else.
Yeah, definitely. The only thing is, like, I was talking to some of the cats there, and a lot of those guys don't cut hair. I was kind of surprised. Like, I thought more people would already have had some practice with it. But dude, I think out of the 20-something people there, I think only like 4 or 5 of them said they cut hair right now, and I'm like one of them.
Wow.
And I'm not good at all. So I don't know if those guys are good or what. So, but in a way, it's kind of good. Like one of the guys said there, like, "No, I wanted to start fresh that way I don't have no bad habits, and I learned the right way the first time." So,
Yeah, that's cool. That's understandable.
Yeah. So,
Hey, y'all gonna have plenty of haircuts and plenty of experience.
But it's good though, man, because at least now, like, we're all gonna be learning at the same pace, and people won't think they're wasting their time because they already know it all. It'll just be a few people that cut hair, and they sounded pretty modest. Like they didn't sound like they got it down. They kind of sounded like they're like me, like they cut hair, but like on the side for fun.
Yeah.
Like,
On a dare.
on a dare.
You won't cut my hair for free.
You won't fade me up like that for free.
No, but you were telling us a little bit before about your textbook and stuff, and how the guy trying to learn things the right way, and how detailed the textbook is too.
Yeah, the textbook is really awesome, man. It's really like step by step, like what is it? I believe it's the 14 steps or 12 steps of shaving. But like apparently there's like a step for each like stroke, and it's like front hand or backhand.
Cream,
and
water, razor.
Yeah.
3. I don't.
Nah, those ain't 3.
No.
Like for every like piece of the face, it's like 1 step.
What?
Like this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. This is
Oh yeah,
4,
I've seen those
5.
pictures. Yeah, they have.
So you gotta like shave it in that order, or
I don't want to say you have to, but I believe that's a general guideline. But for sure, you definitely want to. It's not going to apply to every person because some people's hair grows differently.
Oh.
So it might be different for some people. But as a general rule, like that's the way people do it.
Wow.
But yeah, I like the textbook, man. I started reading into a little bit, like it talked about the history of barbering, how it's been around for so long with the Egyptians, and I think Alexander the Great like brought it to like Greek, and then he spread it out. Yeah.
Nice.
I think he brought shaving to.
Yeah, because all the
when he
Greeks were shaving.
Yeah, because before I think everybody used to rock a beard real heavy, and then when he came into power, everybody started shaving up.
Yeah, they all want to be like Alex.
Like
That's
Alex.
crazy that they took it back that far.
Yeah, dude. So they go deep in the history. I haven't.
You would never think of that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I thought the cats kind of just shaved it for them.
That's what some scientists believe.
Dumbass.
But dude, like this is the first time for real I'm legitimately like excited about going to school, man. Like I was actually reading the book without even having homework to it. Yeah.
No book report due.
Yeah, dude, nothing's due, and I was just like looking through, like, man, it's really interesting. Yeah.
Man. So like you got your book today, or did you get it like a week or so?
No, I got it all today. Like it just that, and then they showed us how to like clock in, do the
make copies of that book, and then go sell it.
Yeah, dude.
You're sitting on a gold mine right there. So
Then I got my what I get today, the polos, and then I forget what it's called, that big old
Apron.
It's not an apron. They call it a smock or something. It's weird. It's kind of like almost like a polo, but it's, I guess, like it's resistant towards the hair, so it won't.
Like the thick.
Yeah,
I think it's called
thick.
a smock, or something like that. Yeah, I used to.
has a
I
weird
used to
name.
wear one back in like one of my older jobs, but I don't know why.
I was like, just cuz? Or like, that was your dress code?
I wear it to work every day.
Specifically, just
Some days he would be
so
in
the
a-
haters
in a-
won't stain my clothes.
Some days he would be in a fireman jacket.
Right. I wear police cap everywhere.
Sometimes I wear fatigues. It is what it is.
I got sweatpants that say juicy,
Yeah.
just cuz.
Just cause, man. I don't know about that last
Like
one.
you always say, if you believe you deserve it.
The universe will serve it.
Hey.
Hey, shout out. I'm not mad at that.
Dude, honestly, man, like, I can totally see you pursuing barbering, like, after a few months that I've done it. I honestly think that, like, you just want to make sure, like, it really is, like, you can make money in it, and then you're going to go after it, dude. Because I know for a fact, Adrian, that you've been wanting to do it for a while, too, bro.
Honestly, this better be the last time you tell me how to live my life. No, in all seriousness, yeah, dude, I have thought about it. It does interest me. I just gotta apply for those scholarships, man.
Yeah.
Get the money down. I might do it later on in the future.
Dude, you really should, man, because, I don't know, man. Like I said, you're not meant for customer service or an office environment, bro. Like,
You
you
am.
might kill somebody one day, bro.
Nah, I won't go
Wait,
that far.
real fast. Give us your best like customer service voice, like on the phone, straight up. I'm
the
an 80-year-old woman. Oh wait, do you do it on the phone?
No, I don't.
Or,
really-
like, in person?
Never done phones.
No.
Never done phones.
Well, how do you fake like that customer service voice?
Oh, there's no fakeness in me, dude.
No?
It's all realness.
Oh, so this is your
Fine.
customer
No,
service?
no. Like I'll treat customers with like excellent service, dude. Straight up.
Oh yeah.
I have no problem doing it.
I want to see a sample of that.
All
That's
right.
what I'm saying.
What do you? Give me a scenario. Let's do this.
Well, what do you do again? Legal stuff, right?
Right now I don't do any. Like I don't have to deal with customers. But
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't like. Let me see.
Well, before when you used to work at the pharmacy, right?
I did work at an HEB pharmacy before.
Yeah. How would you discreetly?
Alright, dude, give me 1,000 Tylenols, extra strength,
You just want like individually
and a bottle, dude.
in a bottle. Well, you just came up to me and said you want 1,000. So let's
Just
run
do
through the
your
scenario.
job, sir.
Let's just do my job right away, sir. Would you like them in a clear bottle or in a white colored bottle?
In a Hennessy bottle, dude.
In a Hennessy bottle. It'll take a moment to get it, but I will get it. So. Is there anything else I can accommodate for you right now while you wait?
It's gonna have to go in the house too, dude.
It's gonna have to be in the house. I'll have to run it through my manager, but I'm pretty sure we can work it out.
I see. I kind of like that.
You kind of like that.
I like that last bit there.
Yeah, I have
Dude,
to run it through my
I
manager.
really doubt you're that nice to people, dude.
I kind of won awards every month.
Bro, they
Employees.
gypped you with one onion on your water burger, and you like threw the burger at
Yeah.
the register.
No.
Like,
When I'm on the other side of the register, it's professionalism.
oh, okay.
But I'm not gonna let no one jip me an onion, dude. But anyways, yeah, I'm not meant for 8 to 5, man. Honestly,
Yeah.
Dude,
I meant-
honestly, though, like, once I graduate, once you see I'm doing it, like, once you see it's like you can make money, dude, you should really sign up.
I think you should just let me be a barber at your barbershop once you have one, and not make me go to school.
It's all in crayon, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I am a
12.
barber. I am a barber.
Me, Barber. Me name Adrian.
It just is certified.
Right. So, for what? Don't worry about
Cutting
it.
hair.
I'm certified.
Barber.
Yeah.
Chair.
I mean, where are we at?
Barbershop. You see the smock. Okay. Yeah.
You see this hair resistant?
Hairs. I have clippers. What do you want? I have a chair. What
I
else?
mean,
There's nothing else I need.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
have it
making
down.
lasagna. Like,
I'm not making lasagna. What does it look like? Nah, but yeah, man.
you know what's funny though? Like, you guys talk about 8 to 5, right, and not being meant for it.
Yeah.
But I actually enjoy my 8 to 5
Wow.
job because it's still in the field that I went to school for.
Yeah.
But it's like different because you still get like, it's not as. I mean, it's professional, but not as corporate.
Dude, it's real blue collar. So
Yeah,
I could
exactly.
see you enjoying it. Yeah. It's-
Yeah, I mean, you deal with like some of the nicest guys, and it's funny because like their customers doing air conditioning, they treat them really bad, right?
Yeah.
And so they come to our store, and they just want to like take a load off,
Right.
and they feel like they could be real with us, and sometimes they get a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
They're all venting to you, right?
Yeah, I was like, bro, like I don't even know what to say to that. Like, I'm pretty sure that's illegal. I can't
Wow.
condone that, you know.
But it's something you are interested in, at least.
The illegal stuff.
No, like the
Oh
field.
yes, the field. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I think it comes with I'm interested in, because I know about it.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
I mean? And so everybody feels like, hey, I could do this because I know about it, or
Right.
they feel a little bit more inclined to like talking about that subject because they know about it.
Yeah, for sure, man.
That's cool, man. At least you enjoy it, though. That's the important thing.
Yeah, the guys are nice. When Taco run it up.
Cool, man.
Yeah, well, honestly, I'm glad you do like your job. I mean, I don't hate my job, but I want to know about it, dude, you know? That is
Or
what it
being in that schedule, right? Like you were talking about.
is. Yeah, it's just like,
It might not be the ideal situation.
I just don't feel like we were designed to just work. So, like,
we were
have to-
not designed to like sit down for several
Yeah, like
hours.
stare to a computer screen or like
Yeah.
just do like pointless things. I don't know.
Playing solitaire.
Yeah, just it's like whatever. I can only win in solitaire so many times. I'm just playing. But yeah, as long as you do something you like, then that's where you get joy out of it.
Yeah.
So shout out to you, Sway, for quitting that job, that job.
Yeah, man.
Starting to live the dream, man. Word up.
Yeah, man. So I'm just gonna need you guys to spot me on everything for the next 11 months.
Nice.
Um,
I got you on oxygen.
Oxygen.
I got
You
waters.
got me on gas.
I got you on waters at all the restaurants.
Hey.
Nice.
Even lemon. I'll throw in the lemon. I don't
What
care.
about the chips and salsa at Mexican restaurants?
I like chips and salsa. I can half them with you. I'll half them with
Just
you.
not the green salsa.
Ah, snap. Dude.
You don't like the green salsa?
No, I'm saying that just come free.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah. I
it's
was
like
dude,
extra.
Oh yeah, true.
That's true. But everything else, as long as it's water and lemon. How crazy are
Everything else.
Hold the lemon. You tell
Just don't.
This
don't,
guy's unemployed. He doesn't.
Don't
deserve
bring it to me.
it.
Just I'm gonna order whatever.
You know what I was thinking about though? Whenever you were saying how they've expelled right,
Right.
other students. How long has your school been in business?
Oh man, he said it, bro. But honestly, I forgot.
Were you sleeping, dude?
No, I
Come on,
wasn't
be honest.
sleeping.
Sounds like you were asleep, bro.
You got called out. That's why. That's not real.
It wasn't me. All right, I know this is like super general, but like I know it was in the past 10 years.
Oh, all right.
It wasn't like they haven't been around for like a super long time.
Yeah.
There's like one place, it's like in the east side. He told me that's the oldest barbershop, Barber College in San Antonio. He said that one's been around forever. And then he said the year, it was like 2007 or 9 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot, but it's definitely probably not more than 10
Well,
years.
they have experience running the program though. That's
Oh
why-
yeah, definitely. And then within those 10 years, I mean, you got to think about like they have classes every 2 months. So man, they've
Like
gone
starting?
through-
Like they start
every
new
2
classes
months,
every 2 months?
Every 2 months, and a lot of times they're packed up.
Wow.
So they've definitely seen a lot of students, man.
Yeah.
A lot of students.
Yeah, every 2 months. That is a lot of students over at least 10 years.
And then, dude, that's why like one of these, probably one of these next few podcasts, I want to get into a whole why I think barbers need to like step up their game. Because right now it's straight. I mean, barbers are still in demand, but like when he was telling me that, like, I mean, 20 people every 2 months, like, I mean, after a while, there's gonna be a surplus of barbers, man.
Yeah.
Like, so people are really gonna have like their pick of where they can go to, and I think people are gonna be less likely to put up with horrible customer service, knowing that there's like a lot more people to go to.
That's
Yeah.
at least like 120 barbers a year if they all.
Yeah, dude. If they all graduate, you know, that's a lot of barbers, man. And that's just one college, of course. Then there's I think like 3 more colleges.
In San Antonio?
Yeah, in San Antonio. So I mean, just do the math, man. So I mean, for barbers right now that are very comfortable with doing whatever they want to do because they're still in demand. I mean,
Yeah.
barbering's hot right now, dude. Like a lot of people are getting into it. Like I've seen like several commercials, kind of like around the barbershop. So it's getting really popular. Like young people are getting into it. So
Yeah.
there's gonna come a time when there's a lot of barbers, like more than what's needed. So.
Right. They should make a Geico commercial about barbering. It's like, it's just a little gecko or whatever.
Right.
Get a fade. Get a fade. I think that would bring promote barbering against
Wow,
you more.
15 minutes or less.
Yeah,
you get a
right.
fade.
You get a fade by Sway.
Dude, they've been having I know iPhone came up with a cool commercial, the one with the The portrait mode?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was an awesome commercial.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, anything that Apple does, I mean, gets a lot of views.
Yeah.
And there was another one about.
I think we just lost our Droid users or listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, and
Shut it down.
And there was another one about like paying like with your phone, like on those machines,
the
like
Apple Pay.
Apple Pay,
Mm-hmm.
and they did it at a barbershop.
Hey, come on, show Samsung some love, dude. All this Apple.
Oh yeah,
talk.
yeah, they can do Samsung
just-
Pay too. Yeah. Yeah, man. So
Shout
Barber
out
is
to our new
definitely hot
sponsor.
right
Thanks, Galaxies.
now. Yeah, dude. So, all right, man. So, I think we'll wrap it up on this one, man. Just want to let everybody know I'm officially quit my job and in orientation. Next time out. Thank you.
Wish we had a beer to give you.
Yeah, man. Thank you, dude. Next time, pack it up, bro. But yeah, probably next time I will probably do another podcast within another 2 weeks and let you guys know how I'm going through the journey, what I've been learning, and maybe touch on another topic we got on the list.
Awesome, man.
All right.
Congrats.
All right, bro. Well, thank you guys for joining me.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, man.
Until next time.